Now I saw this can and I just had to have it. Punk rock nerd, a music nerd, festival nerd. Come on, can you blame me? Localish by the fine folks out of DSSOLVR. As if you also couldn't tell, it's written all over the can. And if you can't tell from the artistry, it's obviously an ode to Warped Tour, a festival very much built brick by brick. If you build your brand brick by brick, I will let you know how to get some swag and apparel from Stravara X, and we will rock on and see what this Westie, see if it's bestie, is all about right after the theme song. Welcome back into the Upstate Studio with your Shorty Nutmeg 2 Palmetto. Westie is bestie. You know that's a paramount, a pillar, if you will, of this channel. And this one, we're going to test the theory again. And it's local. It's up in Asheville, DSSOLVR. They got a few locations, but I'm pretty sure Asheville's the original one. So I'm very, very excited to that. And if you're a music nerd, if you're a music historian, you know that the Warped Tour originated on the West Coast. So, and California and such. So I'm very, very excited to try this. I'm so glad they did this, and I saw this can and it instantly caught my eye. Instantly caught my eye because it was such a true representation of like Warped Tour, in branding. So that festival very much built brick by brick. You can head on down to the description below, click the link for anything you build brick by brick. Visit the Stravara X shop and use the code Nutmeg15. That is Nutmeg15, Nutmeg15 one more time for everybody in the back to get a discount off at checkout. So, on Untapped, it lists the ABV at 6.3. The can also lists at 6.3. And there's not a whole lot in the bio. It just lists the collaborative brewery and the hops. This did say a collaboration somewhere. Now it says Parallel Brewing. There is a P. There's a P at the top. There's the DSSOLVR logo. There's the P. So I imagine that's probably the Parallel Brewing logo. Even though it doesn't say it right underneath. Happy first anniversary to DSSOLVR of Durham. So this was probably actually done maybe by the folks at DSSOLVR up around the Raleigh-Durham area. But they do list the address as Asheville, and of course we're not far from Asheville here. So West Coast style IPA, hopped with Nelson, Sauvin, Motueka, and Waimea hop Kief. All those are listed on there. There's nothing else on the can. No IBUs are listed. Not a lot of check-ins. Obviously, this is probably something super limited release. 139, 134, 127 ranked, 3.89. So pretty respectable, not quite at 4. I'm a little concerned with the pictures. There's one of them that looks incredibly clear. One of them that looks like it could be clear, but in kind of dim light. Ironically enough, in a GBX glass, so I wonder if that's one of my friends. And another one also in a GBX glass, actually. And that has a little bit more of a cloud to it. So we're going to find out. I'm going to use my Nobody Likes West Coast IPA glass anyway, just in case it's picture worthy. Let's do our usual ode to One Flight Down with a shakluk. These shakluks have not been a fan of me of late, let me tell you. I don't think there's been a shakluk lately that hasn't made a mess of myself. So, hard pour, as we do. I'm already getting a soapy aluminum aroma, so I hope that's not necessarily the beer itself. Yeah, that looks like it's got a bit of a cloud to it, huh? Well, I can see the light, but there's definitely more of a cloud than obviously I was hoping. But, you know, aroma and smell counts. I mean, clarity is hard to achieve, especially with an IPA. So we don't necessarily want to judge it completely off of that. I mean, it may not be clear, but I mean, all the tasting notes could still be there. What's on that? Actually, I didn't even read that. The Dissolver in collaboration with Parallel Brewing Company presents Warped. Okay, so that's all that was. Oh, I see. So remember that little QR code said 1 year anniversary? That would make sense why there's a birthday candle on top of the skull. Silly me. We'll set that down. Yeah, I mean, you could certainly see the shadows on the other side of the glass. You know what? With the benefit of light, I can definitely make out the lettering. So, I mean, it does have some clarity, even if it's not necessarily the most clear Westy. Big white foamy head on that. I'm getting some lemon notes. I'm getting a piney essence, but it's a very, very thin piney essence. It's not like big, bold in your face. The grassy, floral, little lemony. I'm almost smelling like an Italian Pilsner more than a West Coast. It's not. It doesn't have that big, robust, strong aroma, but the notes are in the right ballpark. They're just not, you know, big and smack you in your teeth. Cheers, folks. And I should say, speaking of the fact that there's GBX glass on there, I did buy this at GBX. It's a lot stronger than the aroma suggested. It's pretty clean. It's got that strong piney bite to it. There's a floral component to it. I wouldn't say that's the strongest component in there, but it's definitely there. Yeah, it's pretty tasty. I mean, I can't rank on the scale of 10s, but I would probably put it in that 3.8, 3.85, 3.9 range. I don't know whether I necessarily put it at 4, but pretty close. I might put it at 4 just to pump up their stats a little bit, because it's in that 3.85, 3.9 range. I mean, the average is honestly extremely respectable to this. So it's tasty. I'll have no problem finishing it, and it's nice and clean, and it's got the notes there. Oh, excuse me. It does have the notes there. It's just a little bit more cloud than you would probably otherwise expect, but very, very good nonetheless. And remember, if you build your brand brick by brick, one more time, head on down to the description, click the link, and use the code Nutmeg15, Nutmeg15, one more time for everyone on the back, Nutmeg15 for a discount off at checkout from the SOLVR X shop. Cheers, friends. We'll see you next time.